Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to show 3 of Today in the Academy. Today, debuting for us is Kelly with her first game as a DM. It's going to be great. I'm so hyped, Kelly. So hyped. Before I go round and say hello to everyone, let's go through our links and things. Here are my social links. Check out the Discords. Hello. Welcome to the chat room. That's not what I want you to say right now, chat box. I want you to give me... Okay. I think chat's not working. Hang on. Let me just reboot chat. If you've all been talking to me, I'm sorry. It's been bugged. I can see Tahina. Thank you, Tahina. Hi. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. It's working. There we go. Hi, everyone. So there we are. There's our Discord, our Twitter, and our YouTube. Please check them out. Especially the Twitter. Send me a DM if you want to get yourself into a game. We're planning 40 games between the 23rd of December and the 4th of January. So plenty of spaces for everyone to come and play. That's roughly 4 or 5 spaces a game. Roughly 4 times 4, 16, 160 spots. So yeah, send me a DM, I'll get you a game. YouTube, catch up on all of the shows. All of our cast members today are in shows during the week. We've got Eden, we've got 7th Sea, we've got Curse of Strahd, and way over there we've got Monster Hearts. So everyone is from the channel today. Today is going to be a good day. Good day. We also have a Patreon. Check out our Patreon. There's exclusive content. There's non-exclusive content. Rene in the corner there actually writes our articles for us, along with Archmage Derek. So very worth checking them out.
New one coming soon.
Another one coming very soon. Very, very soon. And there's also exclusive content on there as well. Just yesterday or the day before, I put a new voice line up. This time it was Blister from Article 37. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. We also have merchandise. Go and check out our merch. You can put it on anything. Slap it on a cup, slap it on your miniskirt, slap it on a jumper, you know, whatever you want to do. Seriously, I see that face you're pulling, Natalie. There's mini skirts on the Redbubble. Go check it out. Also tights. You can get the logo on the inner thigh of the tights, not the outer thigh, the inner thigh.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, like,
Need.
I feel like it's a real Kells maneuver actually. Like you have to show off the logo. You have to sort of, you know.
Yeah. The tights are made for Kells. They just need to be in leather and we're good. So.
Yeah, I might have to get a pair of tights just for Kells. What else have we got? We have 2 sponsors. We have Bird and the Storm Publishing, who do, at the moment, mostly just merch, t-shirts and mugs, and all their proceeds go to charity. But in the new year, they're going to be building episodes for us, so that should be a lot of fun. And we also have Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press just released their alpha this week, and we're giving away loads of stuff on our donation goals. So when we hit £1,500 today, we're going to start giving away PDF bundles of dark matter content. Not just dark matter content, Mage Hand Press content. So it could be like the Fey Folio, or it could be dark matter itself or all sorts of things. When we hit our costs goal, if we hit our cost goal before the end of the day, we're going to give away a copy of the newly released dark matter alpha, which usually retails for around $30. So, maybe not much in sight of that massive goal, but you know, it's something. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying so hard.
It's really cool, so it's worth it.
It really is really cool. I mean, if you've been listening to Argo 37 on Thursdays, some of the shit we get up to, I deliberately built the worst character ever, and he's still a badass. It's great. Also, we have got our tweet out. Head over, every 10 retweets, we get a Wild Magic Surge. We're on 6 at the minute, though 9 people have liked. So, you know, yeah, that's good, but go on, let's get it up to 10. At least 10. Minimum. With that, let's go round. I'll tell you what, Kelly, I'll finish on you, so you can just go slinging us straight into the story, and I'll go the other way round. So today I'm going to be playing Otis Firebrew, a dwarven fighter from the hills. Natalie.
I'm going to be playing Arsona Phonome, who is a halfling bard, who is very much intentionally going to be switching accents constantly, so I'm sorry in advance.
Fantastic. Next around we have Renee.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I will be playing Bracken. She is a shifter monk, Way of the Sun Soul, and she uses she/they pronouns.
Oh yeah, pronouns. Anything you like for me, he, they for Otis. Natalie?
She, her for Arsona.
Cool. And Meg.
Hi, I'm Meg. I am playing Decker Valrost, who is a half-elf cleric, and he uses he/him pronouns.
And so, last but most certainly not least, good afternoon? Is it afternoon where you are now? Is it afternoon everywhere in the world? I don't know. Good afternoon, Kelly.
Hi. I'm Kelly, and I'm running today's game. I use she, her pronouns for all of you, and I guess I'm just going to kick us off. Oh, hold on. So, we are... we find our party all in the back of a carriage, a covered carriage. You can think of it kind of like a stagecoach. They're traveling from point A to point B. What they would have done is basically charter or buy tickets on this stagecoach for their own purposes. You can imagine this is a very cramped space. This is not a comfy ride. This isn't a luxury ride. You guys are all kind of packed in there, and not only are you packed in there, but you can think of this as kind of old classic Pony Express, where it's you and a bunch of packages and letters and mail, all crammed into this space. And so I'd like to get to know everybody's characters a little bit. I want everybody to kind of go around, and we can just start, I guess, with Otis and work our way around in the same order we did, of telling us kind of why your character is traveling in this fashion, and maybe also what are they doing. So it's the middle of the night, you're traveling overnight. Are you asleep? Are you doodling? Remember, you're in a cramped space, so it's not like you're doing acrobatics, but just let us know kind of what your characters are up to.
Hello, my name's Otis, and I am a mercenary by trade, and as such, I am heading from town to town looking for work. I'm a little down on my luck, hence the Pony Express, hence I don't have my own pony. But you know, old dwarven saying, work hard, some bullshit. You know, it's good life. I'm staring at everyone intently.
Hey, so my name is Bracken. I'm traveling from who knows where to who knows where. I'm finding a friend of mine. It's been a long time since I've seen her, but I'm hoping that it goes well, and I think that this is the right way to go. I'm pretending to be asleep. My head is kind of up against the wall. And it keeps like bumping every time we hit a bump in the road, so like there's no way to actually get good rest, and I think I'm kind of aggravated by it, but kind of deep in thought, and I'm not ready to talk to people yet.
I do not look at her too much. Sleeping boring.
What is Decker up to?
Decker is currently buried face first in basically the medieval equivalent to like medical textbooks. So I guess like herbalism textbooks and studying. He is currently traveling from town to town, kind of being like essentially a physician. So that is what he is up to. He's not really paying attention to anyone around him. He's just kind of reading, studying.
But he's awake, just kind of nose in a book.
He is awake.
Arsona's being that very annoying one that's like looking over to see what you're reading. So, what are you reading? My name's Arsona. It's lovely to meet you. What is this?
Decker kind of like closes his book and kind of not closes it, but does that thing where he kind of like leans it up so you can't completely read it and be like, it probably wouldn't be of any interest to you, and then just goes back to reading.
No. I love reading. I love anything. What is this? This is very interesting.
Are you sure? Because it took me quite a lot of time to learn what all of the terminology in this book means.
I am very much one of the world. I love to learn things. I love to sing. I love to do everything. What's your name? Sorry, you said Decker, right? Right, sir?
Yeah. Yes, my name is Decker.
I'm Arsona. It's wonderful to meet you.
Oh, okay. And he very politely offers a hand to you.
Arsona takes it with like both hands, and like Arsona's a halfling, so she's really small, so it's like both hands and just like as animatedly as possible in this very cramped quarters is shaking it.
And you're probably actually shaking so hard that there's like packages rustling, like there's not a big space. So
I've hit a couple things already, but have not cared.
I may lean forward so a couple of packages tumble and be like,
Did you say singing? Oh, I love singing. Like the classics, like Hasselhoff.
I've heard that. I've heard that one. That one is old legend, no?
Yes, he sang by the beach often.
Oh, wonderful. Do you know the words? We should sing.
No, I do not sing myself, but I enjoy the listening.
Ah, wonderful. Well, when we stop at some point, we will have to engage in song.
Yes. I would like this. I will quaff beer along.
And at that note, you guys suddenly feel a lurch, and the carriage stops.
okay, you probably wouldn't have seen any movement, but there's now a short sword in Otis's hand.
And can Bracken make me a dex save? So you can think sleight of hand or athletics.
Yeah, let me pull up the...
And as you roll that, we have hit 10 retweets. So if you'd like to issue someone a Wild Magic Surge, Kelly, or we can roll it randomly, and we'll bring that.
I'll roll it randomly in just a second.
Of course.
And Bracken, you manage as this this lurch happens. There's like luggage racks up above your head, and a package comes flying at you. And even in your fake sleep, you manage to kind of catch it before it hits you, and keep it from giving you a black eye or something like that.
Wow,
But now it's very
this-
clear that you're awake.
Yeah, this was not a journey meant for sleeping. I give up. What happened?
That wild magic surge is Otis's.
I'll whisper it to you.
Thanks. So now that you are all awake, what do? This carriage has just stopped.
What happened?
I suppose I can go find out. And Decker kind of like brushes himself off and like tucks his book away and stands up, to go outside and see what happened.
Do you want someone to go with you?
If you would like to, I was just going to check in with the driver.
I could use stretching my legs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not a
not
bad idea. Yeah, it's a little cramped. Sure. What was your name again? Sorry, with the book.
I am Decker, and your name was?
Bracken. Yeah. I'll come with you. Check on the driver. That sounds good.
Sounds good. And he steps outside.
And so as you, are all of you leaving the carriage? Is it just Bracken and Decker leaving?
Persona tumbles out after for fun.
Yeah, I think we decided it was a good leg break.
Thank you for the bits.
Regardless.
So you kind of tumble out one at a time, kind of clown car-esque. And you see that you are on a dirt path. This path is probably wide enough for the carriage, but not wide enough for like a second carriage. Maybe a small cart or horse could get past you. But if you were to come face to face with something just as large as you guys could not both fit on this. And when you look to either side of the path, you just see wheat. Just wheat. And I actually imagine that Natalie, being a halfling, this wheat, you can't even see over it. It's so tall, you can't see over it. Everybody else can kind of peer above.
Oh no, I am lost. What happened? Oh no.
And it is a moonless night. It is dark. So not only is this wheat blocking really view either side of the road, but you wouldn't be able to see very far. You can't really see far down the road in either way, except for, I believe Decker is probably, does anybody else have dark vision?
I do.
Oh, we've got lots of dark vision. So you guys can see kind of down the road in either direction, but the one thing you don't see are horses or your driver.
What?
They're just gone. Frank, the very nice man that you spoke to get on this ride, has just disappeared.
Okay, Decker, I'm not crazy. There was a driver, right?
Yes, there was, and he is looking around, kind of. There's just wheat, nothing else on either side, and he is just very confused.
Oh no.
I think Bracken rubs her eyes a couple times and keeps looking like maybe she was asleep.
Oh
but-
no.
What?
Decker is actually going to kind of call out, like, "Sir? Hello?"
Oh, this is
Okay.
terrible.
What is going on? I do not see anything. I do not see. Hello? Did everyone go away? Oh no, not again.
I was brewing a beer back home and I'm almost certain I left the kettle on.
Oh no. Okay.
That is the worst.
Oh.
Hey, working my way back to the carriage. Arsona, you said you couldn't see?
No, I'm very small.
Oh, okay. So looks like the driver's gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton that would help you, but I mean, if you want to
I
Grab
could just
on.
get back in the carriage. I think that's meant to be easier for everybody right now.
So
I
you
know-
notice that there's some light coming off the carriage. There's clearly a lantern kind of hanging next to where the driver would have been. And you can,
Arsona's gonna try to climb up to that as much as she can.
roll me an acrobatics check to see how smoothly this goes.
Let's see.
And you make it up there, but it's not pretty.
That's fair.
You're scrambling. You maybe even chip some of the wood off in places trying to get purchased, but you get up there and you get this lantern and you get back down.
Perfect. Actually, if I get up to where the lantern is, can I actually take a quick look out to see if I see anything? Because this is probably my first time looking up at the window.
Yeah.
Anything within the immediate viewpoint?
And kind of off in one direction, off just kind of in the middle of the wheat. It's hard to tell because it's really dark out there. It's hard for you to figure out the distance, but you do see a flickering light.
Oh, that's a way! There's something! Something! I do not know what though.
Yeah. Well, are you good to come? I mean, I don't know if you want to stay with the carriage.
No, I'll be fine. Let's go.
It could be the driver.
Yeah. Bracken's gonna start heading that direction.
Yeah, Decker is also going to follow, more out of curiosity and bewilderment than anything else.
So you've wandered off into the wheat.
Yes.
And those of you who are tall enough can see over it, and I think you can probably, if they've pointed the light out to you, you can probably follow straight towards it if you want.
I'm a flat 4 foot, so
you're probably like eye level with the top of the wheat. You're probably struggling, but maybe hopping up and down you can see occasionally.
I'm not hopping up and down. I'm trying to like subtly lift onto tiptoes every now and again without anyone noticing you.
And you head toward this light.
Yeah.
And as you get closer, those of you with dark vision can see that you are coming upon a very large windmill. And this light is coming from one window. It's flickering. And there's a door.
Is the door open?
The door is cracked open.
Oh, look at this! They love visitors! Let's go see them.
Are we sure this is safe?
Oh, of course it is.
It just feels convenient that the carriage broke down right near a house. I mean,
We're not right near it. We're in the wheat, so.
Maybe it's the driver's auntie. Maybe he thought this would be a good place to stop so we can all have dinner, but forgot to tell us.
yeah, and I mean, I guess at least it's a good place to stay until we can figure something out.
Exactly. Let's go.
So you guys head on in.
Yes.
Yes, perhaps they have a cooker.
And much to Otis's delight, this looks like somebody's home. You notice that the door was open, cracked open. And you go in and it's one big space. So off to one side, you have a bed. It looks like there was maybe cloth curtains that could be used to separate it from the rest of the space. Another edge of the room has a table, some chairs, and a rug. Another side, there's like a wood-burning stove, some tables with herbs hanging above, and there's a ladder that goes up to a loft. However, the place is trashed.
Oh.
Everything, the table's tipped over, the rug's askew. There used to be a picture frame on the wall. You can see where the nail is, but the frame has fallen and the glass is broken. It's face down on the floor.
Bandits?
It looks as though we are not the first visitors in here. Okay.
Makes me wish I hadn't left the luggage on the carriage. Brecken's gonna start picking through the room and kind of like lifting things up, seeing if she can find anything that might be identification, some sort of something, like a cloth that doesn't belong there.
What section of the room do you want to look at? Do you want to look at this kind of kitchen area, the sitting area, the bedroom area?
I'll kind of work my way around, so whatever's nearest, just kind of go through that first.
Okay, so let's start over by the kind of bedroom area. So there's like a bed, there's a chest, and it's open.
Okay.
And it looks like things have been rifled through. There's just clothes, nothing super identifiable. But you do find like a handful of silver coins that are just sitting there.
Those aren't mine. I'll kind of tuck them back in down under the clothes. Okay, nothing here. Just a wallet, no ID.
What is everybody else doing?
Are there any like rooms that I can't see? Like obviously like this kind of living area is like empty, but are there any like closets or like other rooms in the windmill that we haven't explored yet?
So from just your basic look around, you can see that ladder that goes up. But that's all you can just see.
Okay. Decker would probably, if we didn't find any identification downstairs, just start going up the ladder.
Arsona, what are you doing?
Also going up the ladder,
Gonna follow Decker upstairs.
basically.
What about
But
Otis?
Decker can go first.
Scrat's got the munchies.
Otis also has the munchies. He's going over to that wood stove and he's going to be looking around for some food and some wood.
Can you roll me some kind of nature, maybe a nature check?
Oh boy. Yep. How's Roll20 going to be with me today? Oh, okay, yeah.
And the first thing you notice is that there's a lot of things here that you wouldn't cook with.
Oh.
There's some basic herbs. There's maybe some like cheese or something sitting on the counter. But there's also a lot of things that look like spell component herbs, just things you wouldn't find in a casual
Yes.
living space.
Strangely colored salts, bits of wire. What is this junk?
And Decker and Arsona, as you're going up to the loft, this doesn't look like, usually in places like this, maybe it'd be like the child's bedroom, another sleeping space. It doesn't look like that. It looks like it's mostly for storage. But again, you notice a table with things that look like spell components on it. This is not something you would expect to find.
Don't know. What do you think, Decker?
Well, this is very strange. My first instinct was to look for people who may have been hurt, but it doesn't look like anyone's home. It was perhaps a bad idea, as Bracken said, to have left our luggage on the carriage.
Indeed. Perhaps we need to head back.
Probably.
And Bracken, while you are snooping around downstairs, would Bracken go to pick up the painting off the wall?
Yeah, for sure. Check under it.
So there's nothing under it. It's just broken glass, but it is a painting. And it's a painting of two women.
Oh. What do they look like?
So the painting looks old.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the paint's cracked. This is not something that's new. Maybe like an old portrait that somebody had done. And roll an investigation for me.
Okay. That's only a 9.
So these women look really similar to each other, but that's about as far as you can tell. It's not a high quality. This is not like a royal portrait or anything. This is like a souvenir from a fair or something like that.
Okay,
Not gonna do a lot of detail.
I'll like prop the painting up against the wall so that it's not face down anymore. But I'll keep moving on and just double checking everything, and I'll kind of after a minute holler, "Did anyone else find anything?"
Lots of strange salts, bits of wire, coins.
No, there is nothing up here. We should
Looks
head
like
back.
Yeah, it looks like more of the same upstairs.
And as you guys are calling, kind of yelling from downstairs, Decker, you notice that there's more of an echo than you would expect in the space this size. Like there's more space here than you thought there would be.
Okay. Decker is going to kind of look around to see if there are other hallways, other rooms, maybe like some hidden compartment that he hadn't noticed on his first run through.
And I think between Decker and Bracken looking around, you notice that this rug off in the corner is got like a corner flipped up and is askew. And since Bracken is so thoroughly poking around, you see that there's a door in the floor.
I do? Or
Bracken does.
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay, I may have found something. I'm not sure. I'll kind of flip back the rug and see a trap door. Okay. Okay.
Where'd it come from?
Like a cellar or something. I don't know.
We should go in.
Okay. Bracken like flips it open but stays kind of standing back in case bandits jump out.
Nothing jumps out.
Okay.
There's stairs down. Maybe you can see a little light at the bottom.
Hello?
From the
Well, that's what
kitchen.
you're doing.
Hello?
You just jump in.
Okay. I jump in,
Happens.
creep down the stairs, kind of prowling, I guess, and then just kind of like peek around to see if I can see anything.
And you're in a small space, and there's stone all around you. It's like you're in a cellar or maybe even a cave. It's hard to tell on the walls if this was kind of a man-made space or a natural space. You can't really tell the difference.
No people though?
No people. There
Strange.
is a torch lit on one wall near another opening.
I thought we would maybe find whoever was here, like maybe they'd taken cover, but maybe they went further in. I look back. Who came? Did anyone come down after me? Is everyone just standing up at the top looking down at Bracken in the cellar?
You see three faces peering over the edge of this hole in the ground.
You okay down there?
I don't
Anything
think
down there?
anyone told Otis, so Otis is still in the kitchen looking for food.
Oh, did you find anything to eat?
Do you like strange rocks and bits of wire?
No. Let's go with Bracken instead. Bracken, anything to eat down there?
No. A torch.
Oh.
Yeah. You were the one who told me to come down here. Come on.
Okay, so Sona kind of just goes down there afterwards.
And Arsona, roll me like I don't know, a sleight of hand or an athletics or acrobatics or something like that.
Sleight of hand sounds better. Here we go.
And you're able to just kind of barely swipe away while you're surprised at this bat that flies down towards you. And you're able to just barely kind of duck out of the way.
Huh. Great.
And then you look up and you notice that there's bats. This is definitely...
Oh, good. Oh, goodness. Well, this is the Bat Cave. I wonder if there is a Batman. I hope not.
Did Bracken see the bat?
Roll a perception.
Okay. That's an 11.
So yeah, you saw the bat. It's hard to tell where it came from. You probably saw it after it already kind of made Arsona duck.
That's okay. I think she's just like watching it, like as it flies away.
And it kind of flitters in and out through this extra opening off to one side of the room.
Well, shall we follow the bat?
Sure. Works for me. Let's go.
Yeah, you're in this with me now. Come on.
Otis, what are you doing? Are you still snooping around for food, or have you noticed that your party has disappeared into the floor?
I'm probably gonna come back in and be like, well, no, I couldn't find... Oh, wait, where is everyone? And I guess I'll see the open trap door and be like, well... I should close this as a safety hazard. Oh, no, wait, they've probably gone down here. And start climbing down.
And I'm going to assume that Decker kind of climbs down with you.
I will close it behind... Yeah, I'll let Decker go down first. I'll close it behind me. We don't want people to trip down the hole.
Safety first. Always safety
Always
first.
safety first. I'm big on safety. Mercenary work, very easy to get killed. Safety, basic safety procedures can save your life.
Oh, good. Come join us in the scary bat tunnel.
Is that our bats? Do you like bats?
I am... Can I turn
You know
this
how to
into a
cook
pun?
bats?
I'm ambivalent.
bats.
I'm ambivalent. I'm ambivabat. No, it's not going to work.
It really didn't.
No.
Bats are cute. They're also tasty.
They are tasty.
I heard they're a bit leathery.
And so are you following the bats through this extra opening then?
Yes, I'll go down the extra tunnel.
Is Bracken in the lead?
Yes, and making Arsona come with her.
Right behind.
Okay, so our crew is just marching on ahead. And this opens up into a much larger space. So this first kind of cave room you were in, it was small. It was like very much like a cellar. This next one, you couldn't like host a sporting event in here, but you could definitely throw a ball back and forth. Like there's a lot of space. There's the bats above. You hear the kind of trickling of water from one side. And roll, is everybody kind of going in looking around on purpose, or are you just kind of going in
No.
blindly?
No, I'm staying pretty alert.
I'm probably going pretty blind. You know, my party up ahead, they've got things covered. I'm probably starting to sing. You know, gold, 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 gold.
Oh,
Is
I
it-
know that one! Go! And then Arsona tries to sing along with Otis, actually, from the front of everything.
Is Arsona able to see? Like, is there enough lighting to see, or is it?
I'm gonna
dark
assume I've
again?
still got the lantern that I've been holding
Okay.
on to. So,
Perfect.
So this is a big space, so even those of you with dark vision, the edges of this, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out where the far wall is. Like the far edges of the space are. Arsona,
Wow.
you've got a pretty good view of the rock below you, but
I can
that's about
see
it. You
that
can
rock.
kind of see the floor.
I am good with this rock.
What surprises all of you is there's a rug on this floor.
Okay.
It's
The
not
last
just like a
time
cave.
there was a rug, there was a trapdoor under it. Do I check?
Yes.
Decker's gonna have the exact same thought and just like pull up the corner of the rug to look under it.
There's rock. It's
Ah,
just
that's almost
and
a
off to
letdown.
one. Bracken, since you came in the room first, can you roll me a perception check?
I can. That is a 14.
Okay, that's enough that you hear creaking sounds, like wood, like somebody like sitting up from a table, like weight is being lifted off of a wood structure, and your eyes are immediately drawn to where that sound is coming from. And you
Hello?
see off to one corner a mass stand up from some kind of platform, moving very slowly.
I
Hello?
stop singing immediately and move into shadows.
Persona wonders if she can pick up the carpet and kind of wrap herself in it.
I go ahead and grab my dagger, which I kind of have like they're like little finger holes on the side of it, so that I just it sticks out to the side, but it's like around my fingers, and I'm just like, "Hello, can you answer me?" Okay,
You
I'm gonna
see-
cautiously step closer. I have 60 feet. Maybe I can make
As you
make
step
it out.
closer, you get a better vision of what's going on. See this large creature. It's 6-7 feet tall. It's very big, and it's standing up from a bed. It looks very much like a bed, like a 4-poster bed. And it's moving like it's sore, almost like that feeling when your muscles ache, and it's reaching towards something on kind of like a small end table. And it holds
ooh.
out one hand like 1 second with the finger.
I think I'm waiting, but I'm like bristling, you know, like I'm ready to move if I need to, but it hasn't given me an indication that it's hostile yet. Can I maybe roll insight?
Yeah.
Let me do that. Okay, that's a 25.
You do not think that this is hostile.
Okay, then I'm waiting, but I'm still kind of cautious.
This is not making aggressive moves towards you. It's
Yeah.
just slow.
Okay, I'm waiting.
And it reaches to this end table and it picks up something. It's hard to tell what it is. You see like a spark, like of lightning. And suddenly it's moving faster and it like shakes. It's like, oh, hello.
Hello. What just happened? Are you okay? Are you from the cabin above?
Mother lives upstairs. I was just tired. I needed a little boost.
Yeah.
Archmage Derek subscribes and gives you a nat 20, Kelly.
Okay.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
Damn it, Derek.
I would like to sneak around this creature. Maybe into its blind spot.
Arsona just like has the carpet over and kind of just goes up to Bracken to be like right next to Bracken.
Oh,
Oh, Otis,
Who
roll
are
me something
you?
for your sneak. How well do you do this?
I am awful at sneaking.
You all
To the
see.
carpet.
I'm like Scooby-Doo sneaking, I guess.
Yes, you all see Otis trying to be very quiet and cautious, but he's clearly not. Maybe his foot gets tripped up on the rug a little bit and makes some kind of noise. That's a tassel hanging off of Arsona.
Decker is actually going to step forward and be like, "Excuse me, don't mind him. Our we were traveling by stagecoach outside, and our stagecoach suddenly stopped, and it appears that our driver and the horses have disappeared, and this was the closest residence. We simply stopped by, and it appears from the upstairs that there has been a bit of a struggle, perhaps. We wanted to make sure everything was all right.
And Rene, you were trying to say something as well, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah, I asked who they were.
So she's gonna hear this and she's gonna be like, I'm just Mother's child. Are you getting closer?
Yeah, I'll creep closer a little bit.
And
Do you have a name?
child? And as you get closer, you see that this is some kind of construct. It's wood and grass and it made out of very natural materials. It doesn't necessarily have a face, but it has facial features. There's a space that's clearly where the sound is coming from. Not the growling sounds of my dog. And it's human-esque. And it responds like, Mother just calls me my child. I don't know what else. You can call me child, that's fine. You said there was something going on upstairs. I heard something going on upstairs, but Mother says to just stay down here unless she tells me I can come up and that it's safe.
Where is this mother you keep talking about? She says from under the carpet.
Muffled.
Still hiding behind Bracken?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
behind Bracken's leg, but also with a carpet.
I think
Great.
Bracken finds that like a little bit endearing, but in like a kind of roll your eyes kind of way.
Good.
Decker, compared to these group, where are you at? Are you kind of standing right up next to Bracken now, or? Meg.
Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought you were talking to someone else. But yes, I'm kind of by/behind Bracken a little bit, since she looks more well equipped to defend herself than I am.
So I think that this creature just continues. She's just like, I heard rustling, and it sounded like Mother was talking to Claire, and Claire had done something, and I don't.
Who's Claire?
Mother's sister. Mother. I don't really understand sibling relationships. I don't have any. She comes around all the time, and Mother was asking her for help, but Claire's not very nice.
Ah. Child, Claire wouldn't hurt your mother, would she?
Maybe. They were really mad. I think Mother was asking her for help with my situation.
What kind of situation would that be?
Well, I mean, I need to keep charging, and that Mother helps me with that, but Mother's getting on, and she can't be around forever, and so she was asking Claire to help come up with a more permanent solution, I think. But Mother doesn't usually talk to Claire. I've never even met her. I just know about her from the picture.
Thank you,
The
Gilroy
painting.
Almighty, who is on his way off, who donates a nat 1 to Kelly.
It's a good day for the DM win. From the one from the painting?
Yeah, that's Mother and Claire.
I see. Child, do you go up into the cabin often? Or do you
Oh.
stay down here all the time?
Almost every day. I help Mother out on the farm.
And
I just like there's just not a lot of space up there for me.
no. When was the last time that you were up there? Sorry, let me take off the carpets. She puts it down off for it. When was the last time that you were up there?
Oh, there's. You're very cute.
Thank you.
Yesterday.
Ah, so not today.
No. The scuffling was just a little while ago. It was just a couple hours ago. I mean,
And child, we're the only ones who've come through.
after the scuffling, yeah. After Claire and Mother had their whatever, the yelling and the fighting and the angry happening.
I look up to Bracken. Psst, I do not know if they know that nothing is up there.
I know, I'm wondering if it might be a good idea for them to come see.
Maybe. Or it might upset them.
They might be able to have some insight.
Well, I don't usually go up that way. Like I said, the house is really small. I usually go up that way. And you see a very sturdy ladder heading straight up along the far end of the cave wall. It's a lot easier for me to get up there because then I just appear in the fields and I don't have to deal with the house.
Okay, child, I think it might be a good idea for you to see the house, but maybe we can take you just to the door. If we go up that way.
Well, we can... Why do I need to go upstairs? I'm not supposed to do that if Mother's not here. Because there's scary people outside.
Oh, there's no one upstairs right now.
No, the place has been completely turned over. Probably the work of mercenaries or thieves or murderers or something like that.
Wait,
Otis, shush.
thieves? And what is...
No, it's just that it seems like something has happened. You said you heard the scuffling, and
Yeah, when Mother and Claire were fighting.
yeah, and I think that your mother and Claire both disappeared, but you might see more in the house that you recognize that we wouldn't because you know them. And you don't have to go far. Look, do I look scary to you? And to be very clear, she has very wild hair and like bandages kind of wrapped around her head and her wrists and everything, and so she maybe does look a little bit scary. But like, it's fine.
Well, I don't really know you.
It's
How did
okay.
you even get in here?
The door was open.
The door was open. Mother must have followed Claire. They must have gone down to where Claire stays by the river.
Oh.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us? Should we go check and see if your mother is there?
I wanna wait here for her. I can't go very far away from my charge or from Mother. I can't just... That's what Mother wanted to get fixed.
Hey,
Okay.
that's even though if your mother's not here.
But I have the charge. My charge is here.
How long can you go without a charge?
Oh, not too long.
Oh.
Wow, all this gold is for me?
But
Right.
but if you go find Mother with Claire, then maybe they figured out how to fix that.
Down the river, right?
But yeah, Claire stays when Mother talks about how she has a spot by the river. I haven't seen it.
Claire lives in a van down by the river.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
I know they were fighting about me, so
okay, child, you can stay here. We won't make you come with us.
thank you.
But we'll come back as soon as we find something out, okay? We may still need your help.
I would appreciate that. That's very nice of you. But I'm sure when you find Mother, it'll be fine. She can help me more than I can. I mean, she did this. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, it looks like she does. Do you mind if we go up the back way?
Yeah, go ahead. It's pretty clear. If you take the ladder straight up, you end up. It's just a walk. You can follow the path down the river. Down the river.
Perfect. Okay, we'll be back soon. Come on, Arsona. Decker.
Right. One second. Do you mind if I take the carpet with me?
She's confused.
I'm going to
Just kind of like smack Arsona's shoulder a little bit, like not bad, but just like, what are you doing?
I like carpets. So wonderful.
If that would make you happy, I guess.
Oh, thank you very much. I am an expert in carpets, and therefore this one is very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. I made it.
Well done. Excellent craftsmanship. I know my work.
Decker is going to hold his finger up and be like, just a moment. And before we leave, he is going to scramble back up the stairs and pull the rug back over the trapdoor that we came down.
Okay.
Now we can.
Bad idea, that one. Okay.
And so, are you guys going to head up the ladder?
Yeah, I'll just be like, Otis, everyone knows you're there. Come on. And then we'll head up the ladder.
I am here, yes, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that timing was perfect.
This creature's just gonna wave. She's gonna be like, "Thank you guys. Good luck finding Mother and your person you were looking for."
Thank you,
Thanks.
child.
Child. As soon as we get out, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, I had a really hard time calling them child, but I guess I'm named after a plant, so I can't judge too much.
That was weird.
It's pretty cool though, right? Look, you got a carpet out of it.
I did. It was wonderful for that reason. Ah. And I kind of just cuddle into the carpet. Which is basically a cape, I guess, on our soda.
Okay. She said to follow the path. Is the path pretty clear?
Yeah. So as you guys come up this ladder, you reach another hatch. You can pop it open pretty easily, and you climb up, and you are back in the middle of the field of wheat. You can see maybe 30, 40 feet behind you is the back side of the windmill. And there's wheat on both sides, but it's taller here. It's like wheats and grasses and hay, and it's hard for really any of you to see clearly on either in any direction, except for this path that's cut through it that's kind of twisting through the wheat.
Okay.
Away from the windmill.
Okay, so we had a rather large donation while I stepped away from the PC. Arcanist has donated to give everyone one advantage, everyone one disadvantage, everyone a nat 1, everyone a nat 20, 2 wild magic surges, 1 good thing and 1 bad thing.
Wow, we are not worthy.
We've got everything. We've
Thank you.
we have all the secrets.
Wow.
Oh my god, I kind of...
Whoa!
What a game, what a day.
So yeah, that's a thing.
That's a total...
So was it a good thing and a bad thing for the party?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, just a...
Okay. And the wild magic surges random then? Or would they?
They haven't been specified, so unless he says something in the next couple of moments, yeah, it'll be random.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I just rolled random for those wild magic surges. So unless they become specified, that's 1 for Renee and 1 for Meg.
And it's a D610, please. Dice 610. 610-sided dice. The most popular dice in any dice set.
Obviously.
175 for me.
I'll message those across to you in just a second.
Perfect.
Hold on, sorry. I always forget. Is it a exclamation point or a backslash for the Roll20?
Yeah, it's a slash.
Backslash.
Okay.
I'll whisper those to you in a second. I'm updating the overlay at the minute to include all this new stuff.
Okay.
Fine.
That's fine. I needed a second to go to my list and see if I can pick out good things and bad things. Okay. So, I'm imagining you guys are all kind of up at the top of this hatch. Again, the windmill's behind you. There's a path leading through the wheat and hay fields in front of you. Arsona's wearing a rug.
I guess. Come along. And
Okay.
Kraken takes off again.
Follow that one! Let's go!
Okay.
Goes off. Grab the rug! Let's follow that one! And just goes after Bracken.
Decker is starting to get a little creeped out at this point. He just saw some really weird stuff going on in the basement of that windmill, so he's like, wait for me! And, like, runs to catch up.
How is Otis feeling?
Well, you know, easy come, easy go. Sometimes you find hut which is abandoned and it's full of food. Other times you find hut which has been ransacked and it's full of constructs. I mean, another day in the life. Today it's weird, tomorrow it'll maybe be normal. Who knows?
So at this point, I kind of imagine Bracken leading with Arsona following with the carpet and Decker like holding on to the carpet and following and Otis just like,
La 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 la.
Yep.
Marching along. And as you are marching this very flouncing along, are you guys being sneaky about it, or are you just kind of walking?
just walking for me. That was the plan. I did my prowling already. I just think I'm gonna go visit this construct's aunt down by the river.
So Arsona, as you're walking, you hear kind of like a tinkling sound, like something, like sound of like metal maybe hitting the floor. It's almost like you shook something loose from this rug.
Can I look around? I like spin around. One moment, and spin around trying to find whatever it was that possibly dropped. Poor Decker is probably like whipped a little bit by a tassel as I do it, but
Roll me an investigation, and anyone else who's looking around trying to figure out what she's talking about, feel free to roll too.
oh dear.
We'll do that. You said investigation.
Yeah, investigation or perception.
What is going on? What are you doing? I only rolled a 6 though, so.
Yeah, I got a 10. Decker's got us beat.
Okay. All relies on me, I see.
Oh.
14!
And Otis, you notice it first.
Whoa!
There's a ring
Oh!
on the path, and it's got maybe some like thread stuck in it, like that matches this rug. So it looks like maybe it had been caught, and all this jostling around knocked it loose.
Can I stealthily drop a leather glove on it? Be like, oh, I dropped my glove! And then put the glove on and pick up the ring.
You can try. Let's
Would that
do
be-
like your stealth versus. Let's just see what your stealth is first.
Oh, that's a 10. If only I had advantage. I feel...
Oh, don't you?
No, oh, no, I didn't claim it beforehand. Didn't claim it beforehand.
So you drop this, and I'm just gonna, based on everybody's passive perception, everybody notices that this is off. Bracken and Decker probably actually see the ring under this glove. Maybe you drop it just off kilter a little bit, so it's like half hidden.
Hey,
Oi,
Otis.
Otis, you so
What's that?
clumsy.
Hey.
Hey, oh, hey. Hey, oh, do you look at this?
Clumsy.
I dropped my glove. I start picking up the ring.
What's that under it?
Oh, look, I accidentally picked up this ring off the floor. What an accident. Coincidence. Coinkydink.
Wow. Yeah.
No, it came from my rug.
You sure? I mean, these threads don't even match it.
Otis.
No, seriously, look, the golds don't match. Can I try a perception or deception or something like that?
Sure.
What even?
Today, Scrat. Okay.
I have a very particular set of skills, and it is not stealth.
I'm just gonna... Oh god, I have nope. Not picking it up. Oh. You just...
Well, yeah, you're right. The golds clearly don't match.
Well, there you go there. Looks like you're right there, Otis. You are correct.
Indeed. Does this ring feel special at all, or like?
Make some kind of check. What do you want to look for?
I'm hoping it's magical, so I'm gonna tank my check and go for Arcana. Tanking the check.
And there's something about it. This ring is a something. If you wanted to let the others consider it, maybe you could find out some more information.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, it doesn't seem that magical to me. Here, you want to check this thing out?
Decker will actually hold out his hand and say, I can take a look at it.
I thought it was yours, Otis. Was it not yours?
Well, you know, it wasn't exactly mine, but I found it first, so it kind of was, you know. That old law. That's a law, right? That's a law above ground as well as below ground. Below ground.
It don't sound like no law to me.
It's, you know, unwritten law. Layman's law. Here, you check this out. Isn't it cool?
Again, where she kind of like crosses her arms and rolls her eyes, but she's also smiling.
Are you guys gonna investigate it, or are you gonna check it out?
Decker was going to look at it, kind of to get an idea of not necessarily if it's magical or not, but if there's anything on it indicating that it belongs to someone in particular, like a name ascribed to it, or just anything in particular that he would notice.
No, it's not. Doesn't look like it belongs to anyone. It doesn't look particularly fancy. This does look like it might do something.
Okay.
Arsona goes up to Decker. All right, I reckon I can help figure this one out. Just hold it right there. And she's just gonna try to figure out if there's anything magical, but she sounds like she totally can do something about it.
Decker is entirely convinced by this and holds out the ring in front of her.
Let me see. Nah, don't reckon it means anything. I don't know.
This is a ring that does something.
It's
That's
a ring
as far
that
as
does
you've gotten.
something. I can feel it. I can feel it. Should just give it to me. It is definitely meant for bards, and I am a bard, and therefore it belongs to my people.
You see, I think you can have it. I'm not sure if this is going to be doing a good thing or a bad thing yet.
Oh, it's definitely a good thing.
Oh, you'll never know.
Looks
Oh,
like
I
a
always
normal
know.
ring to me.
I know.
So who's got the ring?
I think Decker is holding it, but he isn't too attached to it.
Arsona, like, little hand. Can I?
If you want to hold on to it, that is fine.
I will keep it safe.
And get off.
Persona puts it on.
And you put it on. As you put it on, you get the sense of what this does.
Oh, good.
You feel like your feet are moving easier, like they're easier to pick up, and you feel like you can't be grappled or constrained in any way.
Sweet.
You are now slippery, essentially.
You found the
Slippery halfling.
you found the slippery ring.
The slippery halfling sounds like a drink at a bar. I don't know.
Or a bar.
Or yeah. Name of my tavern. Cool, got it.
So now that we've figured that out, thank you for the good thing. Are we heading along the path again?
Yep.
Yeah. Still leading the way now that that whole ring weirdness happened.
I think Otis will probably like march up front towards Bracken, maybe clap him on the shoulder and be like,
Everything okay, Bracken? You seem morose. It's a good word, morose.
What does morose mean?
Sort of melancholy.
I think I am perfectly happy.
Okay. Would you maybe concede aggressively happy?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll concede aggressively happy.
Good. Well, as long as you're happy, that's the main thing.
I'm glad she knew what concede meant.
And as you're walking along, Arsona, you're very distracted. You're kind of checking out this ring.
I'm so yeah. I'm
And
also in my rug. I'm good.
You're in a rug. There's these people in front of you are talking. You're trying to keep track of everyone. And you trip. Roll me some kind of dex save to see if you manage to hold on to your lantern.
Okay. Just duck saving throw? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha. 22.
So you manage to hold on to the lantern, but you go down.
Yeah.
And you've hit the floor, and your ankle hurts. And so you're just gonna take 1 point of damage because you have twisted your ankle, tripping on something. And you see this groundhog pop up out of a hole in the ground and go and disappear.
What is with you and making animals mad today?
They don't like me much. I don't know why. It's just how it is with me. I'm not an animal person. Halfling thing. For my size. It's awful. I'm going to go back into my rug now.
I have noticed that you are from everywhere.
Da.
Okay, good. My skills of perception are not failing me.
So you are so right, Mr. Otis. I am from everywhere.
Our son's been everywhere.
And Bracken, as you're leading this walk up front, you round a curve, and there's and you've got a high passive perception. You're very, very aware. You're keeping an eye out on things, and you see a scarecrow and some crows, but they don't really startle you. They're just scarecrow
Hello.
just chilling.
Are the crows all just sitting on the scarecrow?
Yeah.
No, it's doing
Clearly
such
not doing a very good job.
Yeah.
They're
Should-
pecking at it.
Should I grab one of those? They're sort of like feathery bats, right?
Yeah, I mean they're good cooking too.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of walk past.
I do not have bow and arrow, so I'd like to throw a dagger at one of the crows.
Oh, okay.
If you would like to try.
Yes, of course. Level 17 yet?
No.
No.
There was. They're way up there. They saw you guys move and they freaked out and flew off.
Oh, then I will go and collect my dagger and return with my head hanging. I'm sorry, Bracken. They were too smart for me.
I am truly sorry for you. And she's just gonna keep walking, but she's kind of like laughing under her breath, like, come along, ducklings.
Arsona pats Otis's like. Actually, I guess it's like, I get your elbow because you're not that much taller than me.
Oh yeah, no.
There, buddy. It's gonna be okay.
Oh no, I will get them next time. Next time I throw a short sword instead.
Yeah, next time.
I reckon that'll go just as well.
And you're walking, and the wheat starts to shorten, almost to the point where actually, like, Otis can pretty comfortably see above it. Arsona, you might still be struggling a little bit, but on tiptoes, you can probably actually see where you're going now.
I can see.
And you can.
But I can see.
To be clear, the wheat just hasn't grown as high, or the wheat is
It just hasn't grown. No, it's
shortening.
not actually physically shortening. It's
Okay.
just, you're getting to the edge of the field.
So it suddenly became Call of Cthulhu.
Decker is kind of looking around actively for like the river and like the house that we were talking about earlier.
You hear the river ahead of you. And you see light. It looks like a campfire.
And he'll kind of point at it and say, looks like there's some light over there if we wanted to follow the river over that way.
Yeah, maybe that's Claire's house.
What are we waiting for? Let's go to the house.
Yes,
Onward.
traveling, ever traveling, staying with the road. I stick by the road because she's my companion.
What are we, Otis? Chopped liver?
No, I mean, for many years, the road and I, it's old saying.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing. Come
I
on.
do not understand teasing. It makes me very confused. I do not know if...
in a relationship with the road?
No, that's not what I'm saying, and I'm just saying the road knows who I am.
That sounds oddly personal.
Knows him intimately.
Bringing back bad memories. I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Alright?
Decker isn't saying anything, but he's trying very hard to maintain his composure, doing that thing where he's kind of like smiling, but like trying so hard not to.
And as you guys inch closer, you realize that you're not coming upon a house. You can't see a structure
Is it a
anywhere.
van?
It is not a van.
Oh, bummer.
It is a tent and a
Oh.
campsite.
Oh.
So, maybe Claire it's not like she lives here. Just when she's here, she
Like a
camps.
fantasy RV. That's what we've got going on here. It's mobile.
Yeah. It's almost a van down by the river.
It's almost a van down by the river.
Okay.
And you see people. Well, person. Very animated person. Are you just gonna walk right up? Or are you going to...
Gold is for me.
What are you gonna do?
Thank you, guys.
Yes, let's walk up. Hello.
Yeah, I'll call
Let's
out.
go!
Hello.
Stop right
Claire?
there!
Oh,
Oh, God.
Sorry. Okay.
9.
Okay, put the weapons down.
How to goes there?
Claire.
What are you doing here?
We just wanted to talk to you. Our carriage stopped. It didn't
Our
even
wagon
really
broke
break
and we
down.
need help.
Who's kind of eyeing the place? And who's focused on Claire?
I'm focused on Claire.
Yeah, I think me too at this point.
Claire.
Is
Yeah.
anybody else taking a look around?
No, I think we're going in blind. I think that's all they say.
Going in completely blind.
That seems to be the way to go.
You can hear a groan off to one side.
At that, Decker will look off to the side.
Yeah, I'll check. My ears twitch.
And you
Arsona
see,
keeps looking. Claire.
you see your driver and
Oh.
another woman tied to a tree.
Oh.
Oh, excellent! You found the driver. Well done.
Oh, difficult.
Hey, this actually helps us out a lot. We are gonna need the driver to keep traveling.
Are the horses tied to another tree?
The horses are grazing off in the distance.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just look off just quickly, like, hang on. Okay.
Right, so Claire. You need to help us, Claire. Why
How
are
do
they
you know
tied to
who
the
I
tree?
am? How do you know who I am?
We have our reasons.
We spoke to a creature under the ground.
That is our reason.
You talked to the child?
You say child, I say weird creature.
And at this point, she starts kind of fiddling with a dagger in her hand. She goes, Yes, that's my sister's child. And she points towards this older woman that looks a lot like her, tied up to this tree.
Ah.
And that's your sister?
Yes.
Can I try and talk her down a little bit? Like, okay, sisters quarrel, this is fine. We don't need weapons right now, though. Why don't we put the dagger away? Just try and persuade her to
Bracken's
put the dagger.
definitely reaching for her own dagger, though, behind her back.
She goes, Well, we've had this quarrel for a very long time. And you're right, siblings do quarrel. But she seems to think that her children are more important than mine.
You have children?
Are your children anything like the child we saw back there?
Roll me a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah. Anybody?
Okay.
17.
Okay.
14.
And all of you hear rustling in the wheat behind you. You turn to look,
Decker is going to turn around.
and you see two scarecrows standing.
That seems
Behind
about
you.
right. Yep, that's our kind of day.
I'm
This is
thinking
the day.
these
This
people
is the
have-
day we're having.
These people have interesting ideas of what children are. This is not what they are like where I come from.
Can I walk really close to Claire?
The fire is between you and her. You can definitely get closer.
Yeah, I'll just start walking around like, I think all children are equal.
And she's like, That's my kind of gentleman. But you should probably stop moving.
Oh, please, we can share room by the fire. I can roll a persuasion if you like.
Yes.
I'll use an advantage, please.
Oh my god.
I'm persuasive.
And she says, You can stay on that side of the fire. She allows you to come close, but she's not allowing you to get next to her.
Am I like 5 feet away from her?
No, you're probably. This is like a bonfire. This is a big.
Okay. It's Ugh. You sure know how to build a fire.
Yes. She's keeping a lot of distance. She's like, Yes, well, you have to have a lot of flame and a lot of heat if you like to do the things that I like to do.
Sounds like my kind of night.
What do you like to do?
Be careful, when you ask questions, you may get answers.
I do kind of want answers.
I gave you fair
I like
warning.
She says, I like to create. Don't you love my children? She gestures back towards the scarecrows that are getting in closer to you.
Oh, what are their names? Nice children.
And one of them just kind of cocks its head and waves.
That's not a name. I'm gonna
Decker
call you Lady.
Back.
Decker is just like totally wide-eyed, keeping his eyes on the scarecrows, but kind of like backing up. Just not saying.
This is not good.
I think that they are incredible.
I like all of you.
And we
You seem
like
very aware. Unlike my sister.
Yeah, what is it with
And the
Satan
woman against the tree
anyway?
groans again.
Right. So why do you have that one and our wagon driver tied up? Actually, more care about the wagon driver.
Oh, he was just inconvenient. I really just wanted the horses.
Oh,
But my spell was a little too powerful, I guess, and it popped all three of them here
What do you need the horses for?
to get out.
of the house?
After I kill my sister, I need to be able to get me and my family out of here.
Well, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I'm looking back at the party like, go along with the crazy lady, you know? That makes lots
Yeah.
of sense, yes.
That,
Yeah, really. Gotta have a
Total
good getaway
sense.
horse.
Yes.
that makes perfect sense, lady.
I remember when I killed my sisters. Oh, yes. Horses very required.
Oh, me too. Me too. Both times. You just need horses always.
And
I haven't
Otis, you're
killed
able
my
to start
sisters yet,
inching
but I-
around the fire as she's becoming more comfortable with the situation.
I can try and
not
sneak around if you like. Can I, do you want me to-
Yeah, sure. See how gracefully you inch closer.
Can I use my nat 20 on the sneaking?
Sure.
Totally planned to.
Doodle-doo.
I've been holding my dagger behind my back. My wrist is cramping. I'll switch
And
hands.
you're
I'll
able
switch
to get up
hands.
close to her, Otis. What do you do?
Well, as soon as I am close, I go, Oh, I did not realize how close we were. Good evening. You are very beautiful.
Careful, he's in a relationship with the road.
She might be jealous.
And she does not like that you are very close to her, and she tries to put more distance between the two of you.
Oh, no, don't run away. Come back closer. But as I go to reach out to her, my short sword's in my hand somehow, and I'm going to attack her with it.
And at that, we're going to go into initiative.
Teehee.
But you do get an attack of opportunity there, Scrat, so you'll go first.
Yay! I'm going to use Assassinate. I'm the deadliest when I have my drop on my enemies. I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. In addition, any hit you score against the creature that is surprised is a critical hit. So I get advantage on my attack. There's a 14 hit.
Barely, yes.
Whew! So that's a critical hit. So we've got 5 piercing damage. I haven't turned sneak attack on. That's my bad. Okay, no, I have got sneak attack on, but it hasn't rolled it. That's annoying. Huh. Huh. How annoying.
Weird.
So,
Third level, it should be 2d6. So that'll be up to 4d6. So that'll be 11, 16, plus another, what, d6 for a sword.
I do 21 points of damage to the person. Stab!
That is definitely a solid hit.
Whoops!
Wow, rocking it. Yeah.
Uh,
Woohoo.
Oh my, I accidentally stabbed you.
Tricky sword, Otis.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to. First time DM problems. I haven't figured out how I want to keep track of turn order yet.
You're so good.
It's great. I know. I'm the classic pen and paper guy.
Working on it. And so. Oh, there's Renee.
Sorry, yeah, I rolled a while back.
And Scrap, do you roll initiative for turn order, or do you just get first slot?
Oh, that's a good question. I should actually
Think you
roll
should roll.
initiative. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh hi.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so
And on an opportunity. No, I'm not allowed to take a bonus action on an opportunity attack. No, that would make sense. Okay, carry on.
no, okay, and so it is Decker's. Decker, what do you do?
Decker is going to go ahead and cast, let's see. I'm going to cast Aid. So all you guys are going to get, all of my fellow party members are going to get 5 temporary HP.
And as you cast this, from the tree that these people are tied up to, come out a bunch of bees. But these bees just kind of flit around you, and it's almost like they've made you harder to see.
Oh no,
I now
you're,
have bee-based cover thanks to a wild magic surge.
oh no, you're covered in bees.
They're not hurting you. They're just like a bee shield.
It's because he's so sweet.
Decker is going to kind of like, whoa, and like sit there for a second until he realizes the bees aren't hurting him and just kind of settle down after he casts his spell.
Okay, so everyone has aid, and it is Claire's turn. And so she's going to try and put some distance in between all of you, and then at the group, kind of in between her and the group, she's going to cast Web. So this essentially, if you are in the web, you have to make a dex saving throw to make sure that you're not restrained. And so I think that would probably be Otis and Bracken are probably in this web space. Arsona, it wouldn't matter for you because you are wearing the ring. So you have free movement anyway.
That's exciting.
And that and putting some distance in between, disengaging a little bit, is going to be her turn. So that brings us back to Otis.
Well, first I will make this dexterity save. Oh boy.
And you are restrained.
Okay. Okay, so
So you can
make the
set them on
string-
fire, you can try and break free, or you can try and hit her from like 10 feet away.
I will make a strength check, I think, to try and break the webs, and maybe I'll try and use up that disadvantage. If that's cool with you, DM.
Sure.
Okay, disadvantage, come on. Big numbers. No, 7.
And you do not break free. You are still stuck there. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I don't think so. Hang on a second. Let me have a quick little look here. Stone cunning's not gonna help me. No. I just.
And nothing. And Bracken, it's your turn.
Okay.
See if you are
So,
restrained.
yes,
You
I'm gonna
also
go
have
ahead
nat
and
20s
roll.
advantages.
I was going to probably use an advantage if that's all right with you, Kelly.
Sure.
Okay, and that is dexterity saving throw 16.
And you are not. You are able to kind of wiggle your way through these webs, maybe dodge, duck, dive, and dodge around this spray of web and get through.
Okay, and so I'm going to try and make it across. It doesn't count as difficult terrain? No, it does. Okay. So how far away did she get?
Not very. She's pretty close.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to shift into my more feral cat-like form. And I have 50 feet of movement halved. Will that get me there?
I'll say that'll get you there.
Okay. So I'm gonna run over and I'm going to use a nat 20 to attack with my dagger.
Okay.
Cool. And then that's gonna be And then can I also go ahead and use my, that's 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use the Wild Magic Surge to do my extra damage here?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that is in a unarmed strike from another kind of clawed hand. And I don't want to kill her, so non-lethally, probably striking at like her shoulder or something to kind of like wear her out and wear her down, but not do the murder thing.
Okay. And so you want to roll that 2d6 for me?
But
Yes.
not do the murder thing. That's a quote from me.
But not do the murder thing. 7 damage.
Okay. So she's hurting, but she's still kicking. Like she's grasped at her side where you swiped at her. But she's looking still like she's on both feet still.
That's okay. We can make do with that.
Arsona, it's your turn.
All right. So first out, because she's within. Where's my spells? I had this planned out, I swear. She's within 60 feet, right?
Yes.
Because I'm thinking of going Vicious Mockery. There we go. Ha! So I kind of just look at her. You know, your father was a hamster and your mother smelled of elderberries. I think I've heard that somewhere before, but we're going to go with it. So they've got to make a wisdom save. Damn.
16.
They save. My DC is like 13.
And she's just like,
Right. Then, so
Silly
as a
thing.
bonus action, I'm actually going to throw a bardic inspiration the way of Otis. And I look at Otis caught in the web. Mr. Otis, little song for you to share later by the campfire. It goes
Okay.
along the lines of, what was it? Oh dear. Twinkle, twinkle, little web. Please do not make Otis dead. That is it. Have fun. Get that. And that's actually her. She's otherwise just gonna stay with her on the rug. Pretty sure she is.
Okay. And now it is the Scarecrow's turn.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
So they're coming up behind you, and I think, Decker, we're in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
So, hold on one second. So they are going to claw at you. The 16 hit, or no, wrong thing. It's a 14 hit.
Actually, no. It's
Okay.
not.
Well, they get 2. And I'm going to use one of my nat 20
Okay.
on the second one.
All right. That hits, obviously.
Good thing.
Mhm.
And so that does 12 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And you must succeed on a DC 10 wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, not quite. I'm frightened.
And you are frightened. So you are stuck there
Yeah.
and trying to get away from these scarecrows because you're terrified of them. They've
Okay.
got these big gaping mouths, but it just looks like thread and straw. It's like most of their face. These things, they snuck up behind you. They're making weird sounds.
Yep.
So you want to try and get away from them, but you're also kind of trapped between them and the web.
Okay.
And it is the second scarecrow's turn,
Yeah.
and it's coming from the other side. So you've kind of got a 3-prong. You guys are stuck in between in this triangle. So it's going to go after Arsona. And dirty 20. Does it hit?
1 second. Do I want? Yeah. I can't cutting words that enough. So yep.
So it does 6 slashing damage, and it gets to hit again. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
But from the first one, you also have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Of which I have advantage because halflings are brave.
Yes.
So wisdom.
Yep. And you are not frightened. This thing does not scare you at all. You laugh in the face of danger.
Ha 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 ha! Exact. No child is scared.
And Decker, it's your turn, but you're frightened.
Yes. So Decker is. Let's see. What I'll do, I can still like take all my actions like normal, right? As long as I can't move. Or how does that work? I can't remember.
Move toward your object of fear.
Okay.
I believe you're at disadvantage while it's in line of sight.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, Decker is just going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. So let's see, what all does that?
Okay. Are you going to try and put any distance?
Yeah, he is going to, avoiding the web, just back up away from the scarecrows without really like looking where he's going. Just
So imagine you're getting pretty close to this tree that these people are tied up to. So you're
Yeah.
you're within like speaking distance to them. And it is now Claire's turn. So she is going to turn on Bracken. And cast Firebolt. It's a 19 hit.
19 hits. It's okay.
So you're going to take 7 fire damage.
Ow.
How does this look? What on you is singed?
Well, I have a lot of hair, and I'm kind of furrier right now, so I think that it smells like burning fur, and that's
Gross.
never
Not
a
a
great
pleasant
smell. Yeah.
Gross. It smells in here.
And Otis, it's your turn.
Okay.
And you're still stuck in the web.
I'm stuck in the web, but also I have nice song. Perhaps I can remember. Hey. Hey, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Twinkle, twinkle, little web.
What does it look like as you break out of this web?
Like, I'm just singing, twinkle, twinkle, little web, then I'm dead! And I'm just gonna, like, burst out of it and, like, you know, oh yeah, style, just out of the web, like.
Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid man, out of the web.
So you've got Claire in front of you. You've got these two scarecrows kind of inching their way in with Decker running from them. What do you do?
Is anyone within 5 feet of Claire?
Yes, Bracken is right up on top of her.
Then I will go and stab Claire. With my stabby stabs.
Yay,
Stabby
rogues!
That's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's happened again. Terribly sorry. It's for some reason it seems to think my character sheet is a level 1 character sheet. I don't know why. I'm gonna add an extra d6 to that sneak attack, because that should be 2d6 at level 3. So that's 12 points of damage.
And she is down.
Oh.
Did you
Puzzle.
kill her?
Do we want to kill her?
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh.
Nine. None of the killing for right now.
With my short sword in my offhand, I just sort of, like, stab it into her again, like, oh, whoops, I killed her again, oh, she's very dead.
Yes, she's very dead, but these scarecrows coming up behind you are still coming up behind you.
I
They
just
have
used my
not
bonus
stopped.
action to stab a corpse. This was a silly idea.
Priorities.
So you have a
Fuck
dead.
Otis, you made her children mad.
Yes, they cry out. This weird straw-sounding roar. This.
Do I have any free talking actions?
If you want to say something, go ahead.
It was her!
Are you pointing at Bracken?
I'm pointing at Bracken. I can roll deception if you like.
Yes, please. And these things are not very smart, so that is more than sufficient to make them think that Bracken has killed their mother.
Seriously?
And Bracken, it's your turn.
Can I use a reaction to shove Otis?
Yeah, what direction do you want to shove him to? There's a fire on one side of him and a river on the other.
The river.
You want to shove him towards
I'm
the river?
still not doing the murder thing, but I am gonna shove him towards the river.
Are you trying to shove him into the river?
I mean, if it's close enough.
With a hard enough shove, you could probably do it.
Okay. Strength, maybe?
Yep.
Can I oppose that? Or is that...
Do you think Otis would be trying to oppose? Would he be?
I don't think... He might not try and, like, directly oppose, but he would try and catch himself so he doesn't fall in the river.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'll roll at. Can I use my disadvantage now?
Yeah.
Impose it. So that's only a 7.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I mean, I tried, Scrat. I don't know what to tell you.
No, it's fine. It's deserved. It's deserved. Otis goes flying into the river. But as he does, at least he'll drop his swords. Like,
Conveniently, this is not a swift-moving river. This is a very calm river, so if Otis can swim, he can probably get out of it on his next turn.
Otis
In
does
the
not have a
meanwhile-
swim speed.
In the meanwhile, it is my turn.
And
And
you've
how
got
far are the scarecrows?
they're
from
they're
where
probably
Chloe is?
within like 20. They're probably like 20 feet away now. They've been creeping up.
Okay, so I'm gonna run towards them around the web if it's still there. I don't know, did it disappear when she died?
That's a good question. Hold on.
Fired?
Or when Otis Randy savaged his way through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it disappears. It's a concentration
Okay.
spell, so it disintegrated into the ground.
I'll just run right through there then, and I will go ahead and I'm gonna attack one of the creatures, or one of the constructs, the scarecrows. For let's see. An 18 to hit?
That hits.
Great. And then that's 6 damage, and I would like to use a key point for my bonus action to...
Didn't you use your bonus to shove?
I asked to use a reaction.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Cool.
That's fine. Sorry, I
Okay.
missed that.
So if I could, go ahead and do Flurry of Blows, and the first one, let's see, is only an 8 to hit.
That does not hit. You kind of,
And-
your hand, maybe it goes through a spot and it's just like kind of passes straight through straw.
God, that wasn't actually anything of substance. But then I lash back with another claw for a 21 to hit.
And that does hit.
Cool.
Monks. Rogue's got that hefty sneak attack, but monks are just like, yeah, but I got attacks for days.
I just keep hitting you.
I don't remember with monks though. Do they add their dexterity to the key martial arts attacks?
It's up to the martial artist. You can use your dex or your strength.
They do. Yeah. Okay. So, 5 damage.
Well, you've taken it. It's got like this scarecrow in front of you. Maybe it's got some loose straw bits. Maybe it's fallen a little bit, is like falling out of the side of it, and it looks down and it's a little grumpy about it.
Good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Arsona, it's your turn. So we've got Bracken up on one scarecrow. We've got another scarecrow kind of right next to it.
One of them was right next
We've
to
got Otis
me.
in the river.
Yeah. One of them was nearby me, wasn't it? Because they attacked me last time?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. So seeing that, she looks up at it.
Kind of at knee height.
Well, good for me. I am expert at taking care of scarecrows. And she pulls out a rapier and just slashes at its, I guess, knee.
Yeah, I guess at its knees.
I'm
Knee
using that
equivalent.
20 on this one, though, so, because why not?
Go ahead.
So, this is my rapier. Oh, God. Come on. There we go. Oh. Hold on, that was before. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to do my 1d8. Why are you not letting me do my 1d8?
If you just click the rapier where it says rapier on where you rolled.
There we go. That's what I meant to do.
Okay, so you do 5 points of damage on this other scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I laugh at it. That's about it. Everybody's fine, right? It's all right. Perfect.
Otis, are you fine? Do you hear her call out that everybody's fine?
I mean, Otis, he's staying in the river for a moment. He has an important question, but it can wait till his turn.
Okay. And it's the scarecrow's turn. So Arsona, as it sees you laughing, it laughs back.
All right, that's a little creepy.
And it claws at you. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
And I'm guessing then a 7 does not hit, and it claws at you, but you kind of are running in between its legs, and it can't really get at you.
Me and my rug cape, I'm like, and she's like dancing basically around this stupid scarecrow at this point. It's great.
And the other scarecrow is going to take a swipe at Bracken. Does a 7 hit?
No.
I didn't think so. Does a
not at all.
17 hit?
Oh, 17 is my AC, so barely.
Okay. So you're going to take 4 slashing damage, and you have to succeed on a DC 10 Wisdom.
Ugh,
Are you wisdomous, Bracken?
I am
Yes, you are
so
super
So
Wisdomous.
wisdomous.
I'm so wisdomous. It's not even funny. I got
Most
this.
wisdomist.
And we're back up to Decker, who is over by this tree. Has casted some good aid spells. And you're muted, Meg.
Alright, sorry. So I am. Is there any kind of saving throw I can make against being frightened, or is that at the end of my turn?
You were frightened until the end of the scarecrow's next turn, and that
Okay.
has ended. So you are not frightened anymore.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. So for
You've managed to give enough time that you've shaken this off.
yeah. So I am actually going to cast as a bonus action, I believe. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Bracken. So she is going to add +2 to her AC.
Thank you.
Yes. And for let's see, let me look at this. I had this planned, I promise.
It's okay, I have very little plan at this point, so.
You're good. So I'm also going to cast Bane on the 2 scarecrows, so they need to make charisma saving throws.
And the first one got a 2, and the other one got a 16.
Okay, the 16 passed, but the one who got a 2 has to roll a d4 and subtract that from their next attack roll or saving throw. Okay. And that's that. And Decker will start, actually, now that he has shaken this off, he's going to kind of move in closer to the action, but still stay kind of behind his fellow party members.
Otis, you're in the river.
My very important question.
Ha.
Does the river flow towards the horses, away from the horses?
The river is going to flow towards the horses, because she would not have want to put the horses upstream of where she was drinking out of the river. So, downstream is towards the horses.
As I suspected, so I drop my short swords on the sand, leaving the murder weapons, and I float down the stream.
What does this look like as you're floating down the stream? Are you just kind of on your back, or are you...
Well, now, some people say swimming is a beautiful art, others say look, he's drowning.
So not gracefully floating down the river.
I
but
have
you are
no
heading
swim
down-
speed whatsoever.
You're just gonna very, very slowly let the river take you down to the horses. So you're kind of out of this order then, I guess.
Yep, this is fine.
Screw you, Otis.
Are the rest of you keeping an eye on Otis? Was anybody worried after he got shoved in the river?
I wasn't
But after
worried.
seeing
I was
the river-
just amused. Yeah, I think I was paying it somewhat attention. It was my little revenge.
Well, it is Bracken's turn now.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and attack again.
Okay.
And that is a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
First attack. And I am going to spend another key point to do another flurry of blows. So 7 damage for the first one. Unarmed strike is another 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Copy and paste this 1d4 plus 4. 5 damage. And then for the last one, can I go ahead and use my natural one so I can use up all of my cool little
Yeah.
donated things?
Oh, I forgot we had nat ones that I could have been calling on y'all. That's okay.
I'll use mine here.
Yeah, you can use it up on yourself.
Ah, bummer. That one missed.
And again, you just kind of you hit a spot that's all straw and no substance.
Ugh.
Maybe you even come away with like a couple of pieces of straw stuck in your fingernails or something.
Ow.
Arsona, you're running around the legs of this other scarecrow.
Which means I'm gonna try to go stabby stab again.
Okay.
I'll just do it normally though. She says no. It's not gonna go well. Let's see. Nope. I try but I just get between the legs apparently.
You get caught up in your rug. Can't quite make your way around. Can't figure out how to can't keep the rug and stabby stab all at the same time.
Bloody rug. What? Ah!
And now it's the scarecrow's turn. So again, Arsona, you're gonna nat 20.
Boo. Okay.
So it's gonna do 8 slashing damage.
I am going to actually throw a cutting words at it to reduce that, because I can reduce it on a damage roll. I'm just like, hey, you're uglier than this rug, and yeah. Sorry, that is. So that is a 1d4, I think, that I get to. I'm not finding the buttons, so I'm just doing that. Okay.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
Yeah, please. There we go. So I'll
3?
take. Yeah. So only take 5?
So you're gonna take 5 damage, and then does a 10 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, and you have to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you're frightened.
Which I have advantage on.
Yes.
I'm hoping that 13 works.
The 13 is just enough that you're not frightened.
Wonderful.
And this other one is gonna come swing at Bracken again. And it only gets a 17 because of that -3.
And that will not hit me.
Not anymore.
Thank you, Shield of Faith.
It hits straight into this magical shield and it singes some straw. And it hits again. Does a 19 hit you?
19 will barely hit me.
Okay. So it will do 8 slashing damage.
I'm hurting.
And
Ow.
you need to do a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Yeah, okay. That is
And
not
that
as
hurt
good as
enough
last
that you
time.
are now freaked out. What does Bracken look like afraid?
Very her hair is kind of standing on end a little bit as she has a lot of it, so it's like kind of just poofed up, and like she keeps her claws kind of up close to her, and is cowering a little bit at this scarecrow.
And Decker. So if you look at both of these scarecrows, they're definitely not, they're shambling a little bit. They've got pieces falling off. Neither one looks like it's doing very great anymore. What would you like to do?
Hey, sorry, Kelly, can I ask, it's still within 5 feet of me, right?
Yes.
So can I use my reaction to essentially disengage? It's a shift, something I can do as a shifter, and I can go 10 feet away. I think that's part of the fear is like, ah!
Okay. Yeah.
She goes back
If
about
that's
10
part
feet.
of your shifter thing. Go for it. And Decker.
Yes. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Let's see. And so So what that does is that will it's a melee spell attack,
Mhm.
and it's ranged. So what it does is that it creates like this spectral weapon that appears next to one of the scarecrows. And it is going to, first of all, does a 22 hit?
Yes. Would you like
Yeah.
it to pop up near the one that Arsona is running around, or the one that Bracken is cowering away from?
That Bracken is near.
Okay.
One. And then that's going to do 1d8 force damage plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So it's going to do 8 damage.
Okay. And this scarecrow is like missing an arm.
Okay.
It looks like a good breeze would get rid of it.
All right. So that weapon is actually going to stay like out.
Mhm.
Going to stay there. And for my action, let's see. Let's see. So I'm actually going to cast Cure Wounds again, but I'm going to move over to Arsona and cast it on her. So
Thank you.
yeah, so go ahead and roll. Or do I roll for her?
You roll the cure
Okay.
wounds.
I do not play clerics often, so let's see. So that's going to be an 8 for her as well.
Yay. Oh, thank
And as you do this, you hear these people behind you are starting to seem like they're waking up. These people tied to the tree.
Okay.
And it is so Otis is floating downriver, so he's kind of out of play at the moment. But Otis, would you like to do anything while you're floating downriver?
Maybe I'll whistle a little, you know.
And so it's Bracken's turn.
Okay. The one that I'm scared of is still alive and kicking, but barely.
Yep. Barely hanging on.
Okay. I am going to use my Radiant Sunbolt at it and roll with disadvantage, which honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and let's see.
That hits.
15 hit. Yes. Perfect. Okay, then that is going to be 5 damage.
And that is exactly what you needed.
Ah.
That scarecrow is gone. You are no longer frightened of anything. Sigh of relief from Bracken. Arsona, or do you want to do anything else with your bonus actions or anything like that, Bracken?
Yeah. Yes, because I can spend my last key point to do this again twice at the other scarecrow.
Go for it.
So a 26, that is a natural 20.
Definitely hits.
And a 24.
Definitely hits. So roll all that damage.
4 plus 8. That's 20 damage.
And that is just enough. You have, what does it look like as this bolts hit this second scarecrow?
Okay, so I'm like
Max
real upset about
damage.
being mad at, like scared about them for a little while. And as soon as this other one goes down, I like shake it off and I'm like, are you kidding me? And so I just fire these other 2 bolts at other scarecrow friendo. And it just like sears this hole through its like the top of its chest and then another through like its midsection, and it just falls in this kind of cloud of
Straw.
hay and
Yeah.
straw. Yeah.
And it like hits the ground and you see this poof and it's just hay scattered everywhere, but with these big singed spots.
God, ow. Oh.
Thank you. I had it, but like that was faster.
Arsona, maybe even some of this, hits it so dramatically that some of this hay may even like kind of land on your rug.
Yeah, that's cool. I leave it there.
You have now a hay covered rug.
Yeah.
And so what do you
So-
guys do?
You totally had it. I didn't realize that would take it out.
That was
Okay.
fun to watch, though. That was.
I
I'm
look
gonna say
over
like,
towards Otis in the river.
Otis has gotten pretty far down the river at this point. He's probably about
that
3/4 of the way to the horses.
is that our dwarven friend?
Yeah, I
It
probably,
is.
if I'm about 3/4 of the way, I probably start trying to grip the bank at some point. Like whenever I get close to it, I'm just like, yeah.
And you could guys just kind of barely make out his like shape because it is still pretty dark
Okay.
outside, but he's probably making enough noise trying to find the
Yeah,
point where he's at.
I'm gonna dash down to him.
Okay,
Can I make
bye.
it to him with
So
100
he's
feet of movement?
With how much? 100?
100?
You can just, I was going to say, he's about 100 feet down the river. You can probably just barely make it to where he's climbing out.
Okay, I'm gonna dash down and like stand over him. The
And Otis, are
scarecrows
you
are
climbing
taken care of.
out on the bank?
Yeah, I'll climb out. I'll like just sort of like eventually hit the bank enough to just sort of like roll out and just sort of stare up like, hello.
Hello. The fight's over. You want to come back now?
Yeah, I'm not very good swimmer. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that was actually convenient for me. Thanks. And I think I'm gonna kind of like put a hand on his shoulder and try to like guide him back to the group.
I thought since we're all the way down here, we could collect the horses for the postcard.
Are you going to ride one of the horses away?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Kind of sneaky, Otis. Though not actually sneaky, just like sneaky,
Shady.
shady.
No, I know. I don't need to ride the horses away.
And the horses are probably like 20 feet away. They're like right there.
I'll collect the horses by their bridles and just kind of like lead them back with the other hand on my dwarf friend's shoulder.
You've collected Otis and the horses and are heading them back to the camp. So you still have two people who are kind of starting to come out of it tied to a tree.
Our Sonoko runs up to them. Oh, hello. Do you need to go,
You're
do you
and
need to go
this
back to sleep? That's all. I know.
and the woman wakes up first and she's like, "Oh my god, what?" And she jumps immediately. She startles and she's looking around.
Oh, hello. You are tied to a tree. You have an awful sister.
Yeah, I do. Claire's pretty terrible.
She
What?
might be dead.
Just how similar do they look?
They are very clearly sisters, but they are not twins.
Okay.
You have definitely killed Claire.
Thank you.
Bah. So, Mrs. We don't know your name. We met your child, and we.
Is she okay? Is it okay?
Oh, child is fine. Child is perfectly fine. But your sister is not. Is that a problem, or
What do you mean not okay?
well, she's not moving?
Terrible stabbing.
She might be dead.
Yeah, looks like
Not
chest, throat, rib.
Not sure if you can fix. Not sure if you want to fix.
And
Take your
sh-
pick.
And she has this wave of emotions across her face.
I think you'd have to be a really dedicated cleric to fix, possibly necromancer.
That
You
is
don't
such
know.
a terrible pun for right now, Otis.
I'm sorry, I've been told I'm insensitive.
Decker is going to actually like kneel down and kind of start to untie her and explain kind of there was a situation. Our stagecoach was disrupted suddenly when Claire apparently whisked away our driver and our horses,
Oh, hello, driver. Hello, Monsieur Driver, sir.
which is this gentleman right here, as you can see.
Steve?
And we ended up speaking to your child and then ending up embroiled in this fight with the scarecrows and your sister. So things kind of
It escalated.
yes, that.
Also, I hope you don't mind. This is definitely not your rug.
And she, this like wave of emotions come across her face. She looks kind of relieved and then really sad, and it's kind of hard to tell how she feels about her sister being dead. She's
If
not.
it helps at all, she was definitely going to kill you. Like, for sure going to kill you.
And then
It was only a
possibly
matter of
raise you
time.
again as a slave.
Yeah, I reckon they've got it on, hit the nail on the head.
Mm.
It was only a matter of time until this happened. I knew I shouldn't have gone to her for help. I'll have to find someone else.
What kind
I
of
am
help?
sorry, she was not supposed to die.
Yes, she was not supposed to die.
She holds her hand out and she's like, I'm sorry, I don't know who any of you are.
Me neither.
And she just goes to hold her hand. She's like looking as if like she's trying to introduce herself, but she doesn't know what to do. She's kind of like, hello.
Never shook
Have-
hands with
have
someone
I-
who was just tied to a tree.
Decker was untying her. Do you think he would have made some headway on that by now?
Probably speaking to Decker the most.
Okay. So he will actually be the one to take her hand since she looks so awkward and say, my name is Decker Valrost. It's very nice to meet you. Hopefully it would be, preferably it would be under different circumstances, but.
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm not very good with people, which is why, you know, I have other hobbies. But thank you for saving me.
My name is Princess Lady Anastasia Beaverhausen. It is a pleasure.
Oh, princess, she like tries to bow.
No, stop. Don't worry.
Bracken is just standing over all of them right now, like,
This is our good friend Bracken. We've been traveling together for a long time now. We trust each other implicitly.
Oh, good. Otis lies as much as I do.
he's in love with the road.
Very strange relationships.
And has anybody chosen to free your driver?
I was just gonna let Decker do it.
Yeah, I thought Decker was... Like, we saw Decker get started and we were all like, she's got
We assume Decker's got this.
He's got that
He's
covered.
got
He's
it.
Yeah,
got it.
Decker
Decker's
will
gonna-
hesitate a moment and assume someone else will like help or something, but when he sees that no one else is helping, he'll kind of and move over to the driver.
And he just kind of like, oh, and he's got this big lump on his head. He's like, I don't know what happened. My passengers, where? Those are my horses.
Oh, they're ours now.
Excuse me?
Hello.
You knocked me out? You steal my horses and I end up, where are we?
Oh, we didn't knock you out. We saved your ass.
What are you talking about?
Oui, it was as this one says. We saved you. Witch, she tried to kidnap you and take your horses.
Well,
She did. It's fine.
okay.
Several stabbings. Bracken
Excellent.
did most of them.
Oh, well, thank you. And he gets up and he brushes himself off. And so I want to kind of end this maybe narratively. So you've rescued this woman, you've rescued your driver. What are each of you? What do you imagine each of you doing? Do you head back? Do you get back in the carriage and continue on your way? Do you have something? Do you stick around? If we can kind of play out what each of you, just tell me what you've done, what you do after this point.
I want to go back and talk to Child because I did promise them that we'd come back and tell them what we found. And I think I'll tell them, your mother should be here soon. It'll be completely fine. I've got to hit the road again, but I hope you find a way to stay charged, okay?
And thanks you, and it's very great. She's like, that's very sweet of you. Thank you.
And then I'll head back to the carriage and continue on my journey to find my long lost friend.
Do you try and help the driver hook the horses back up, make sure everything goes kosher?
Depends on if he's still giving me sass.
I think at this point he thinks that you've saved him, so he's going to be.
Okay, then I will help.
Assuming that you're helping him get all of his belongings back together. He just didn't like the idea of you all stealing his horses.
No, yeah, okay. If he's yeah, I'll help. That's
He's
fine.
a businessman. He's reasonable. Arsona, what is your path forward?
She finds her way back to the carriage and does take it to whatever's the next town that they hit up, and that's where she kind of stops and decides to completely elaborate on the entire story, making it sound 10 times scarier and more dangerous as she recounts that tale in the tavern later. In still
And Mary
multiple
allows
accents.
you to keep the rug as a gift. She doesn't comment on it. She lets you just keep the rug.
Which becomes my cape, and eventually, like, I actually sew in a little clasp, and I just wear it around as a cloak
All
for the
right.
rest of my days
Proof
with
of
my
your
shiny ring.
proof of your tales.
Precisely. Proof that it happened. This is my war cloak at this point. That's probably what I call it, and I refer to it saying that it saved the day.
Decker, what are your next steps?
Decker is, first of all, while we're still there, he's going to kind of check over the driver and Mary for like injuries and kind of like treat them a little bit, even by mundane means rather than magically. And then actually, I think he might stay behind a little bit to, if Mary wants to bury Claire, he would offer to do the funeral rites for her. And tell the others, like, I'll catch the next stagecoach as it comes through. You guys go on ahead.
So I imagine that she's very welcoming to have you help. She probably buries her sister in this little clearing by the river. Maybe this is what you all are doing while Bracken has gone back to check on her child. And she's very grateful. She maybe offers to make you a meal, those kinds of things. She doesn't reveal too much else, but she's thankful for your assistance. And she tells you that the next town isn't actually too far away. You guys made it most of the way with a good couple of hours walk. If you just follow the road, you probably could get there without having to wait for anybody else to help.
Okay.
And Otis, our resident sneaky slayer,
Hello.
swimmer.
I imagine Otis's story gets a little boring. He sleeps in the coach. He gets to the next town. Eventually, he goes to a church. It's a church of Pelor. He goes into the confession box and he says, "Forgive me, Father, for I have completed my mission." And a bag of gold comes through the thing and orders for his next job.
Yes.
And he
So
carries
Otis,
on.
our resident assassin, has defeated his quarry.
Otis is such a butt.
I'm not
Yeah,
a butt,
'cause
I'm just chaotic neutral.
You murdered and then jumped in a river. Well, didn't jump, you got pushed, but that's all.
I really wanted you to make it to those horses and get away, but I forgot that Bracken's distance was
Way too
Bracken was
fast.
able to move a little too quickly for you.
I mean,
For level 3, it's unreal how fast Bracken can move.
Bracken is secretly Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, I don't really have anything in like speed or strength or anything. Like literally, my whole jam is persuasion and deception. So either way, I was gonna end up talking my way through that. Like,
And we're ending a little early because I'm figuring out what timing is like, but that's all I've got.
no, this is good timing to be
Fun.
fair.
So perfect.
Yeah, this is great.
I mean, we're still gonna go around and say things, right?
Yeah.
So expecting people to wander around inside a little longer, but we were pretty on mission.
Yeah, we're dedicated. Dedicated, Otis.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Bracken seems sore. You know, Otis was hoping to extend friendship, but Bracken was pretty sore and kept making jokes about the road.
Oh no,
Otis,
Bracken's
it's been
totally
quite-
salty, but I think that like in a weirdly friendly way, like she's just poking fun at him the whole way back.
And
He's
with it just being the three of you in the
unadopted.
carriage, you probably have room to continue to annoy him. You can actually wiggle around and be.
That's exciting. Otis, we grab drink when we hit the town, okay? We grab drink in tavern. I tell you story, it'll be fun.
Yes, we can grab a drink. Why not? I'll buy.
Perfect. Even better. And the best friend.
And this whole time, your driver is just really confused.
Probably.
He just doesn't. He's just like, whatever. I'm gonna. But yes, this was my ode to Mary Shelley. It's the 200th anniversary of Frankenstein this year. So,
Amazing.
and she has a stepsister named Claire.
That's cute.
Who I stabbed in the face.
Oh.
We brutally murdered.
Yay. Well, Bracken didn't want to do the murder thing.
I didn't want to do the murder thing.
Yeah.
Don't tell the assassin not to do the murder thing. It's not gonna go
That
well.
doesn't work. We accidentally brought an assassin in this fight, guys. I don't think we had any hope.
Like, literally, I was 100% though, because talking my ways out of thing, I sometimes think that Rogue should have a cunning action convince. Like, you know, so as
Ooh,
a
I like
bonus
that.
action, you can go stab. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
My bad. I slipped.
Yeah, what sword? How did this get in my... Oh, no, you know.
How did this get in my hand? How did this get in your
no.
face?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's the pointy end. Sorry, I was passing it to you.
You ran into my knife. You ran into my knife 10 times. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Funny,
That was
like
very
a...
good. But at the beginning, Bracken's, you know, trying to sleep and ignore them. By the end of it, she's like firmly adopted all of them, even Otis.
Mama Bracken.
Mama Bracken of the very rich Otis son.
Yeah, and for chat, our good thing was the ring. Our bad thing was tripping in a gopher hole. The wild magic surges were the bees that didn't super come into play, and
Those
Renee
bees.
had that extra oomph, and Otis thought he left the stove on or something like that.
Yes, it's been troubling me all episode. Oh. Well, you guys, why don't we go around, say who we are, what we get up to, and what our favourite part of today's show was. So why don't we start with Kelly? Why don't we start with you? Star of the show today, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly, Kelly Lane on Twitter. I'm here often. I play in Curse of Strahd on Scratch Channel every Tuesday. You'll probably be seeing some more of me next season on Scratch Channel. I'm showing up during the Christmas extravaganza to DM again, I believe, and maybe play some Call of Cthulhu, something a little different. So you should tune in to the Scratch holiday, all inclusive, all holidays, not just Christmas, festival. And I'll be around there. But that's it. That's me. Favorite. I liked Arsona wandering around in the rug. And it was really convenient because it gave me a lot of things to play off of. I appreciated that because I realized when we were out in the fields, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff for me to use. So I liked.
Thank you for letting me steal it.
Yeah, I liked the image of her wandering around in a rug.
Perfect. Yeah. Next around we have Pishkin Ban, or Meg, as we know her. Oh, hi.
Hi. So I'm Meg, or as Scott said, Pishkin Ban on Twitter. And so you guys can usually find me Thursday nights playing in Katie's Monster Hearts campaign, Monster Hearts 2 rather. And besides this, I also have a blog where I talk about my own D&D nonsense on elfnotes.com. So that's about what I'm up to usually.
Perfect. Sorry, did we get your favorite bit?
Oh, my favorite bit. Sorry, I knew I was forgetting something. That would probably be I totally soaked up like the Frankenstein themes. Like I totally noticed that immediately. And I really like Child, really like the Scarecrows, just really vibed with like the spooky scientist stuff. I dug it. It was cool.
Fantastic. Thank you. And next we have Renee or Ray Dianer.
Hi, I'm Renee or Ray Deanne R on Twitter. Ray Deanne virtually everywhere else, including my website, raydeanne.com. I had so much fun today. Thank you so much, Kelly. It was great to play with new people. I had 2 new friends today that I've never played with before. I was glad to be in one of Kelly's first stream games, play with her a while back. So it was really cool to be a part of her first DMing experience. And it was so great.
Yes,
Um,
you were in my
think
second
that-
ever game and
Oh,
my
yeah.
first ever game. The anniversary was 5 months yesterday.
Woo! That is so cool. I had a great time. I feel like my favorite part was probably as soon as we kind of got the party cohesive-ish. I mean, they never really were, but like one shots, it's hard to even get them to go together. And I liked the moment of them walking down the path with like each having this kind of like different reaction to whatever was ahead. And I could just visualize them like walking across an art piece, really. And I loved that. So thanks all of you for creating such great characters. I had a lot of fun playing with them today. You can find me on Twitter or on my website, as I've mentioned, and I will drop links in the chat. Thank you, Scrap, for covering my website. I do have an article coming up for Scraticus this week, so you can check that out as well. And the other one went up just about a week ago, and I've had a lot of fun doing those. You can also hire me for freelance work, for writing, editing, whatever. Just DM me on Twitter or shoot me an email that I've dropped below, because I'm full-time freelance now. Yay!
And you really, really should
hire
Renee. She's great. Amazing writing.
Thank you.
Wonderful prose.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I also have a D&D podcast that I DM for called Fate and the Fable Maidens, and it can be found at Fate FM Cast across social media or fatefmcast.com. It is an all-women cast with family-friendly content, so all ages can listen to it. And we just had Alice guest on our episode that released this past Monday, episode 19. It was called Breakfast Tacos. It was a ton of fun. She brought this great character and really just engaged the cast. Everyone loved her. It was a fantastic experience. So if you want a fun podcast to go listen to, I recommend it, but I also do it. So thanks.
Aren't you in some
Oh,
sort of
and-
awards as well at the minute?
Yeah, okay. So we just wrapped up Podcast of Ravnica, where we released an episode on the D&D Dungeon Delve RSS feed this past week. We represented the Selesnya Conclave in tandem with the release of the new Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, which is an awesome book. I have it right here. It's fantastic and I love it. And so we got to do an adventure in Ravnica with wizards, and it was really, really great. So if you want to check that out, that's on the official Wizards of the Coast Dungeon Delve podcast feed. It'll be on ours eventually. And then also, we are finalists for the Discover Pods awards this year in the Kid and Family category. And we are so, so excited. So if you would like, we have links to that on our Twitter and on my Twitter, and we would love for you to go vote and support the show.
Perfect. Thank
Thanks.
you. And last but most certainly not least, Natalie. Hello.
Hi.
Same questions.
Yeah, and I don't even remember what order to go in. My favorite thing, though, we'll start with that, was, oh my god, like everything everybody said so far. My war cloak, which is that rug, which is amazing. But also just the story was a lot of fun. I loved the opportunity to do something very different. I don't normally switch out accents that often, except for at home. Actually, I don't ever speak normally. So I had a blast, and I think Mama Bracken, I think, is my favorite. Otherwise, is just like how Bracken was like, "I'm gonna take care of you. We need to stay together. This is what we need to do. Come on, let's do this." And so I think that was overall my favorites at the end of the day. But I had a blast. Kelly, you did amazing. This was such a great opportunity to play with all of these wonderful people. So yeah, my name's Natalie. I am Chaotic Rogue. You will normally find me here on Tuesday nights playing 7th Sea with Archmage Derek, and a wonderful group of people where, yeah, that's just, I love it. With some wonderful recaps, which I'm ready for this week already. And I do my own company called Chaotic Rogue Entertainment, so chaoticrogue.com, which I will throw in the chat momentarily. We do blogs, podcasts, some YouTube stuff, just all on tabletop gaming and whatnot. So that is pretty much me in a nutshell. Scrat's letting me DM something in next month. I'm so excited. So we're gonna be playing Scion, and it's gonna be a blast. That's me.
It's gonna be great.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait. I've never played Scion, but I know it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's so much fun. I genuinely love it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one.
So, favorite things for me, accents, amazing. Bracken, I don't want to do the murder thing, and then I immediately stab them. That was great also. Deca being the sort of, like, grounding for the group. Like, that rock that we all needed to be a little... Like, Bracken was the mum, but, like, Deca was the serious one, you know? Like, I felt Bracken was kind of...
dad.
Yeah, yeah. Bracken was the mum. Deca was kind of the dad. Deca was the... Yeah, okay, you're all ridiculous, but let's get shit done. You know, like, and Kelly, so many amazing moments. Thank you so much. My favorite part is that I hit you with this whole assassin thing, like, as I always do, made my character at the last minute and was like, while we were live, I was like, oh, hey, I'm an assassin. If you want to give me, like, a target or anything, we can totally do that. And you were like, yeah, okay, this person. Like, and just doing that on the cuff, great DMing, fantastic. Working it into the story. You gave us an amazing little story with lovely, perfect timing for a one-shot. One-shots always overrun, and you nailed it. You wrapped it up. It was great. So, brilliant.
I have to give you credit for that, though, because I watched some of your prep streams. So... to get a feel for what you think about is enough timing. So
yeah,
I went to my lectures, kids.
You went...
I learned in class.
See, this could be you. If you're sitting in chat thinking, damn, that could be me, just do your revision and you can get there too. No, Kelly, seriously, it was amazing, and you carried it so well, and thank you. I'm Scraticus. This is my show. Hi. Here are my social links. That's not my social links. Well, what have I just done? Oh, I was on a completely different I was on a different window altogether. Oops, I've clicked things.
Oh no, Scrat.
I'm sure that's fine. This is fine. There's no fires burning here. So, social links. There we go. There's my Discord, there's my Twitter, and there is my YouTube. Send me a DM on Twitter now, and I'll get you into a game for Christmas. I'm planning 40 games at Christmas over about, let's see, from the 23rd of December to the 4th of January, 40 games. 4 or 5 slots per game, so that's a minimum of 160 spots to fill. So if you want a game of D&D, send me a spot and I'll get you. Send me a game and I'll get you 1 or maybe even 2, because I'm not sure that I'll get 160 of you contact me. But I'd love it if you did. Discord, come and be part of the community. It's inclusive, it's fun, it's wonderful. And YouTube, you can catch up on all of our regular shows, which all of these wonderful people are in. Curse of Strahd, we're gonna be we're winding towards things soon. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, especially around Halloween. We've got Monster Hearts as well, where things have been getting real spicy with werewolves and ghosts and all sorts of things. Eden this week. Alice came in at about 10 minutes in and started dropping bombs, and I don't think Renee's ever going to be the same. Look at that far... I thought she was ill today, that faraway look in her eyes. Like, you know, like she's been a changed person.
I cried the whole time.
We literally spent 2.5 hours after that show decompressing. Like, we were literally...
We had to.
Like, we spent as long decompressing as we did playing.
Yeah.
Incredible. And of course we also have 7th Sea below me as well, where I get to be the mustachioed, bare-chested, button-popping And there's other characters as well. I nearly choked there. Yeah, that's amazing. No, seriously, it's a wonderful show. We're getting to the intrigue part now. We're starting to get towards the spicy endings in all our shows, so good time to be tuning in. Good time to be catching up, although I realise there's like... I mean, I put out a lot of content, so if you want to catch up with all of them, that's like... It's probably a couple of weeks commitment now, but, you know, if you do it, let me know, and I'll support you in it.
I recommend the ones here, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's what we've done, like 9 shows. So that's like what, 24 hours each. That's only 4 solid days of catch up.
Only.
Yeah,
That's
With
fine.
how much people watch Netflix, you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pop some
I could
popcorn.
binge it.
Stay in all day.
And the ominous Greg in chat says, "So much fun coming next season too." Maybe Greg's part of that. Maybe not. Who knows? Ah. It's going to be so good, you guys. It's going to be so good. Okay, what else have I got? I should be promoting things. I keep getting sidetracked. Patreon. I have a Patreon, which Renee's already mentioned. It's got free articles on there. It's got exclusive stuff. Go and check it out. We also have merchandise, including tights. I might have to get the tights. But the thing is, though, if I get the tights, I want commitment from viewers, okay? If I get tights, I want viewers to get tights. That's got to be a deal somewhere, like...
I want tights. I'll get tights if you get tights.
I'm kind of in on this tights thing now.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, cool. I'm doing it. We're doing the tights thing. It's happening.
Yes.
What else have we got? We've got sponsors. Bird and the Storm Publishing. They've been our sponsor for pretty much since we went live. T-shirts and mugs mostly over there, but they also have the Midnight Wield module number 1, which we were planning to give away today. Our next giveaway is at £1,500. It's only £50 away. Maybe we'll get there in the next stream. We'll also be giving away stuff from Mage Hand Press, our other sponsors, with PDF bundles, and if we hit our cost goal today, starting to look unlikely. I doubt we'll hit like £500 in the next stream. I mean, I'd be pretty impressed if we did. But still, if we do hit that cost goal, we'll be giving away a copy of the Alpha, which was released this week. It retails for $30. It's good stuff. Now, from the Eden crew, Hans is currently doing a charity stream. He's been doing it for the campfire relief for the all of the fires going on over in Cali. Listen to me, hanging around with Americans enough to call it Cali. See what I did there?
So proud.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I still don't know where the hell it is, but I know it's Cali. Now, Potato Hollow still in chat. I see. What's our raid cry? I think you were showing 2 off, wasn't there? Like it was like.
But
Oh, I
don't do
think-
the murder thing.
Don't
I
do
think
the
it's
murder.
don't do the murder thing.
Don't
yeah.
do the murder thing? Okay, don't do the murder thing with a couple of scrap hypes. Don't do the moida thing.
The moiter.
Moida. There'll be no moiding done around here, I don't mind telling you.
Oh yeah, the slippery half thing is the other.
The slippery
possibility.
half.
Oh yeah.
But I think don't do the murder thing.
Don't
Yeah.
do the... Yeah, okay, so that's going to be our raid. We're going to start that raid cooling down. And then the best thing about the don't do the murder thing is I immediately did the murder thing. Like, the body was already dead and I just stabbed it again just to be sure, like, you know, like... No, are they dead? Are they okay?
What is a shifter monk to do when the murderous dwarf next to her is just...
Like, literally, like, are they dead? Are they dead? I think so.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, for sure dead.
Ah, seems so. That's a shame. So that raid's cooling down. Guys, we are full-time. We'll be resetting our donation goal next month. I'm thinking I might do, like, weekly goals and maybe do giveaways at the end of each weekly goal or halfway through the weekly goals or things like that. I'm starting to get a lot more attention from sponsors in terms of giveaway stuff. So I might have more and more things to start giving away and do incentives and that sort of thing. So that could be fun. We're live Mondays to Thursdays. Well, this season, Mondays to Thursdays, 1 p.m., 6 p.m., 10 p.m. EST, and Fridays, 1 p.m. EST over on the Greyhawk channel. Unfortunately, there won't be any more Lady Blackbird because we are now done with that. Then the next time we'll do the Lady Blackbird things on Off the Table next week, and then that is it. That is the finale. Next season, it's going to be Monday to Friday, 1 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. EST. We're going to 15 games, 5 of which are going to be viewer games. It's going to be nuts. And we'll still be doing academies as well. What am I doing? Guys, that's pretty much everything from me. Take the hype over to Hans. Have a great evening. Keep evoking emotions, and I'll see you next time. Bye!